Is it on, Chip? Strap yourselves in. We're going on a journey together. This is the Jigsaw Chill Zone Puzzles World Tour. Run VT. I hope you enjoyed those news titles, and first of all, thank you to all those people that were willing to have their photo in there. Everybody said yes, so I asked, and for your kindness, as I've told you all get 2 chill merit points. Thank you very much. So here we are with the Jigsaw Chill Zone Puzzles World Tour. But what is it? Now, I've got too many notes to try and remember tonight, so I'm going to use my blue folder for all my crib notes. I want to tell you everything that you need to know, not mess anything up. Well, you know, you're talking about me here. So, as I say, I've been planning this for a while, and as I said in the first puzzle completions gang, I want us to try and feel like a community, so hence we're trying to do all this member interactive stuff in the Facebook group, and as a branch onto that we've got the YouTube channel where we do the puzzle completions gang, we do the time-lapse photographs with the music that I'm writing. I've not been writing so much lately because I've been planning all this, but basically to try and do this, it's just to try and do something where we all feel closer. And I thought, what better way to do that than complete the same puzzles, literally the same puzzles. So that's my plan. We're going to have 5 puzzles that I'm going to post off from here. We're going to do a draw, I'll explain it all, and we're going to post them around the world. And then after those people have had the puzzle and done their bit, then we're going to do another draw, and they'll get posted to wherever again around the world. While you have the puzzles, on top of just completing the puzzle, you'll also get a chance to write your name on the back of a piece to commemorate you having that puzzle. I'm also going to put a form in the puzzle for you to fill out. I'll go through that later with different comments, etc. You'll also have a chance to take photographs with you and the puzzle, and I'd love for you to take the puzzle, or at least the box. These puzzles are going to get posted all over the world, and to have photographs of these 5 puzzles in many lovely places around the world, and they're going to be well travelled, that would just be so excellent. So lots of photographs, and get them all sent back to me. We'll do YouTube videos on showing off where the puzzles have been, who's had them, and the draws for where it's going to go next. It's going to be really exciting. I hope you all get involved, and let's have some fun together. Okay, so how do I apply to get in this Jigsaw Chill Zone Puzzles World Tour? Another long title. First of all, you have to be a member of the Jigsaw Chill Zone Facebook group. You will need a YouTube account so you can make YouTube comments. In your YouTube comment, you'll state whether you want to be included in the draw for all the puzzles or just certain ones, because there may be one that you actually don't like, so you'll sort of say, please include me for puzzles 1, 2, 3 and 5. I'll go through each of the puzzles in the next video. The smallest puzzle is 1,000 pieces, the largest is 2,000 pieces. I'll go through them in the next video. Also, to qualify in your comments, also please just a short note on maybe your Jigsaw chill zone experience, or something about the YouTube channel, or something about the Facebook group. Something nice, it'd be nice. Yeah. This comment will be just merely to get you into the draw. This particular one won't earn you any chill merit points. If your YouTube name is different from the name that you're known as in the Facebook group, you'll have to tell me who that YouTube name actually is, because obviously I won't be able to match it up to the Facebook name, but you'll only have to tell me once. I'll make a note of it, and then from then on I'll know who you are. You don't need to make a comment after this video to apply for the draw. That's going to be after the next video, after I've introduced all the puzzles. After this video, one thing that I haven't yet decided, and I want to leave that to all of us guys to decide, is once you have a puzzle, how long are the puzzles to remain at the homes? I haven't decided that, so once they go there, are they going to be there for a couple of weeks, maybe 3, maybe 4 weeks? Like I say, the largest puzzle is 2,000 pieces, but that's not actually the hardest puzzle, and it's just for us all to decide on how long we think the puzzles should remain at the houses. Please make a YouTube comment after this video with your thought on how long everybody should have them. When I make the next video, that'll be introducing the puzzles, as I say. To enter the draw, it'll be available for 1 week. After that 1 week, that's when the draw will close. There will be another video after that week, actually called Making the 2000th Piece, and after the next video you'll see a little bit more why I've called it that and what that's going to be. And also in a little while I will show you a schedule of all the videos and dates and closing dates for draws, all the stuff like that, and that is actually also posted on the Facebook group. In applying for the draw, that's your agreement that you are going to abide by the rules of the Puzzles World Tour. I'm going to put those on screen for you now. These are also, you may have seen, posted on the Facebook group. I'm not going to read through this now, it's not very YouTube top entertainment, but as I say, they're posted on the Facebook group, so please read them, even if you have to maybe pause them on the screen and read them on there, but it'll be a lot easier just to have a look at them on the Facebook group. The first draw will be called the Puzzles World Tour Home 1 Draw. After you've made your YouTube comment, you'll be entered into that draw only, and you'll have to reapply for each draw. That will tell me whether you're still interested, and I'm not drawing people out that are actually not interested anymore. I know that if you're applying for each draw, you're wanting a puzzle to come to your house. Once you're in the draw, you have a choice of spending chill merit points, and I've talked about them in the past and you'll have seen them on the Facebook group. But what are the chill merit points? The chill merit points are a sort of idea of mine that rewards people who are the most interactive and wanting to get the most out of the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. There are a number of ways to earn them. The more chill merit points you have, in theory, the more times you can be entered into a draw. 2 chill merit points get you into the draw once more time. So for instance, you've made your YouTube comment, you've made a nice comment about you like being interactive with the puzzle completions gang, something nice about it, you're in the draw. You've managed to amass yourself 13 chill merit points. You may think, well, I might want to spend some of these, but one of the things I'm going to do, as we go through the week when the draw is, before the draw closes, is I'm going to keep posting a table in the Facebook group of which people are in the draw, and if they've spent any chill merit points, you'll see their name in the draw multiple times. That will give you more of an idea whether you need to spend more chill merit points to increase your chances of being drawn for a puzzle. If there are not many names in there, you might think, I don't need to spend many chill merit points, there's hardly anybody doing this thing. But if there are plenty of names in there, then you may need to spend some to obviously increase your chances. If you are drawn for one of the puzzles, let's say we're drawing for puzzle number 2 and you are drawn out, you cannot be drawn for puzzles 3, 4 and 5. So just bear that in mind when you're spending your chill merit points. There's no point having 30 points, getting your name in there 15 times and then getting drawn out in puzzle 2, because all those other times your name is in there, if your name is drawn out again, it'll be disregarded. So that's where there's a bit of tactics in how to spend your chill merit points. Again, it's just another little element of fun. Once you've had a puzzle, say for instance you have been drawn for puzzle number 2 and you received puzzle number 2 and you've done puzzle number 2 and photographs with it and you've had all your fun with it, if in future you are drawn out and you get puzzle number 2, you will not receive puzzle number 2 again. You will automatically move down to the next puzzle in the draw you said you were interested for. So quite possibly you get puzzle number 3, and that way you're not going to end up having the same puzzle on multiple occasions. For each draw, I will draw the first 5 recipients of the puzzles, and then I think I'll probably draw 3 reserves, just in case for any reason I can't get in touch with that person who's been drawn out, I can't get their address, so then reserve number 1 would receive the puzzle if they were interested in that puzzle. Reserve number 2, reserve number 3, and so on. Wow! I've been drawn! What happens now? Well, what happens now is you have to send your address to me, either by a private message or an email to jigsawchillzone@gmail.com. So in this first draw, obviously the puzzles will all be here and it'll be myself who's posting them out. But once they're out there in the great blue yonder, I will have to send your address to that person for them to be able to post it to yourself. Once you have the puzzles, there'll be numerous things for you to do, and as ever, I've done this chart to talk through what there is to do. So you'll put on there your member name, the date that you received the puzzle, the location the puzzle received, so where do you live? So this will be reminders then, so take a photo of the incoming package, photo taken of the opened puzzle, the date that you started puzzling. This is a yes or no for are you taking any progress photos. Maybe try and do the odd little time lapse of you doing the puzzle. What date did you finish the puzzle? Are there any missing pieces? Because as this thing moves forward, we want to be as careful as we can, but we do understand that pieces go missing. When you received it, were there any? When it's gone again, do you think there's any missing pieces? Have you, this is a reminder, have you signed your piece? So for all the puzzles, I've signed the top left piece of the puzzle. You can only do that once the puzzle is completed. I've completed them all and I'll show you all the evidence and the photos in the next video. So you get to sign a piece once you've completed the puzzle. Do a photo of the signed piece. Do a photo of your packaged puzzle and put the date that it's posted out and the location that you're posting it to. So you'll see that there are a number of photos. Try and take a photograph of you with the puzzle. I know some people don't want to do that, and if you don't want to do that, that's your prerogative. But it'd be lovely to try and build up like a rogues gallery of different people with those puzzles. I've explained about writing your name on a corner piece. So I've written it on the corner. The next person would sign the piece to the right, and we'll keep going and move along the top row. I doubt if we'll get to the second row, but hey ho, that'd be great fun, and we'd have some very old puzzles if we get to the second row. In the puzzle box will be the puzzle pieces, safely tucked away in their Ziploc bags. I briefly showed you these on the last puzzle completions gang, but all the puzzles have got their own Ziploc bags. The other 4 are all tucked away asleep, waiting for their big journey. This is waiting for the last one, because as I say, I have to make the 2000th piece, which I'm going to do a video on, and that'll be in 2 weeks time on the closing date of the first draw. There'll also be a laminated sheet with instructions of what to do. I think it's all pretty simple, but hey ho, if I'm trying to be thorough, I'm trying to be thorough. Instructions on one side, and I'm going to do a little written sort of message and a note on the other for the people who receive the puzzles, just to read, as trying to be a little bit of a personal touch from myself. If you've been watching the Puzzles Completion Gang, you'll know that I'm a friend of maps and charts, and I like to show things that way, and the Puzzles World Tour is going to be no exception to that. So if you're fortunate enough to be drawn for one of the 5 puzzles, you'll be entered onto a chart that shows the names of who's had which chart. So that'll help me make sure that you don't get a puzzle for the second time, but it'll also give people an idea of who's had which puzzle, and is anybody approaching having all 5 puzzles. So the chart will be able to show that. I've done an example of what the chart will look like possibly after home 2. So on the left there you've got all the people that's been fortunate to have won a puzzle. We've got these are merely in alphabetical order, so we have a chap called Andy Bell, and he was lucky enough to win puzzle 1 on the home 2 draw. You'll notice there that I haven't yet put the puzzle names into this chart. They'll all be revealed on the next video. A chap called Vince Clark, he was lucky enough to get puzzle 5 in the home 1 draw. Somebody with the unusual name of The Edge was lucky enough to get puzzle 5 in the home 2 draw. Andy Fletcher, Dave Garn, Alison Moyer, a chap called Bono, puzzle. Yeah, Bono's quite fond of his puzzles, and he was lucky enough to get puzzle 3 in the home 1 draw, and so on and so on. So this is how we'll show that piece of information. Just like in the Puzzle Completions Gang, we're going to use another no expense spared world map to show where these puzzles are going. So the base, as in where I'm sat now in the UK, will be where all the puzzles start, and each of the puzzles have been given their own colour for the wool. So once we do the first draw, they'll all travel out, and each of the 5 puzzles will get a coloured wool. We'll do draw 2, and wherever they go in the world, I will then do another pin, and the wool will then show where each of the 5 puzzles have been. Yeah, quite pleased with that idea, quite pleased. There's also, I'm going to do a distances chart to see how far these puzzles actually travel. And again, I've done you a little example of what the chart may look like after, say, home 4 draw. So on the chart, these are actually the correct colours for the wool which has already been attributed to each puzzle. So from base to home 1, green only travelled 54 miles. Now the reason why I'm doing this in miles is because way back when Jigsaw Chill Zone wasn't very old, I actually did a poll and asked the members, quite sneakily, if you're going to measure something that's quite a long distance, would you measure it in kilometres or miles? And quite clearly people prefer to measure things in miles. So we'll measure things in miles. So back to this chart, very simply, each time the draw is made, I'll work out how many miles in a straight line using timeanddate.com it is between each home, and we'll just keep adding them up and we'll see which puzzle has travelled the furthest, which is the least, blah de blah de blah. As I said before, you'll notice that the puzzle names have yet to be entered, and those will be discussed and shown and all sorts of things in the next video next week. Once you've completed the puzzle and photographs and filled out the form and done all the stuff, please send all the information to me, either by private message or again at jigsawchillzone@gmail.com, and then I'll for the next draw, before that I'll show a video and I'll put it together, like I say, about the puzzles and the people and where it's been and the adventures that they've had. So the postage of the next puzzle, it'll be down to yourselves obviously to pay for the postage to the next home that it's going to go to. Wherever it is in the world, it could be like I say 54 miles down the road, or it could be the far side of the world, and that's half the fun with this thing. We don't know where the puzzles are going to go. I'd also want you to use postage that records your posting of the parcel and also the delivery of the parcel, and that's sort of in a way to sort of protect yourselves, to show that you have actually posted it and it has actually, or whether it's actually been received at the other end. So then if a puzzle goes missing, people aren't saying he's kept that puzzle. It's just to prove it for yourselves that you've posted it or it's been delivered at the other end. Oh, and please remember, when you're writing somebody's address, it states on the internet to always write the recipient's country in capital letters. So into the puzzle box put the laminated instruction sheet, the filled out form, the puzzle pieces in their Ziploc bag, put them all in the puzzle box, which will in turn go into an outer box. So all the puzzles, I've got an outer box for them. Wrap the puzzle in bubble wrap. So let's look after these things and try and protect them. If the boxes get battered, please try and get another box and then wrap the box in, say, brown parcel paper. It'll make it so the box can be used, if not damaged, again and again, and then that way the puzzle will be protected as best we can as it's circumnavigating the globe. When you break up the puzzle, I also did a poll sneakily quite a while ago saying, do people prefer to do puzzles with the edges already sorted or to have to start from scratch? And again, looking at this poll, it was undoubtedly that people prefer to start from scratch, so that's what we'll do. When is all this happening? Already I've posted the schedule on the Facebook group and it's in the files section if you want to have a look. I'll put it up on screen now and let's have a talk through it. So today, the 18th of December, if you're watching it on the day of release, this video is, as you're watching, introducing the Puzzles World Tour, where I'm sort of explaining and giving instructions and basically being very bossy. What you need to do at the end of this video, the only thing I want you to do, as I've said before, is make a YouTube comment just regarding how long we think each home should have the puzzles to complete. We don't want to make that period too short, but not too long. But what do you guys actually think would be the right sort of length of time that people should have the puzzles? The next video on the 25th of December on Christmas Day, so it's obviously all pre-recorded and scheduled to be released on YouTube, will be the introducing of the 5 Puzzle World Tour puzzles, and video to include the showing of the 5 puzzles, and I'll show you all sorts of different things about them, a couple of fun things, not as monotonous and me just talking at you like's happening today. What you need to do after that video will be to apply for the Home 1 draw and decide whether you want to spend any chill merit points. And like I say, through the course of the week, I'll try to keep posting the updated table. Now that first week is between Christmas and New Year. We may go away for a couple of days, so I may not be able to update it every day, but I'll certainly do what I can. On the 1st of Jan, so we're picking as days on New Year's Day, that will be when I release the making of the 2000th piece. So I'm going to go try and attempt, there was one piece missing in puzzle number 5. So instead of thinking, alas, such a bad thing, I thought I'll make this into a positive and I'll try and do something different for the channel, making the 2000th piece. So I've yet to do that, so we'll all have a laugh at my incompetence. That is the day when that video is released that the Home 1 draw closes. So please, if you're interested, before that episode is released, please make your YouTube comment, some form of comment regarding Jigsaw Chill Zone experience, something nice about the YouTube channel or the Facebook group or something, and get yourself into that draw. Let's have some fun. The 8th of Jan will be the Puzzle World Tour Home Draw 1, where I actually draw who are going to receive these 5 puzzles. I'll also have done the maps and charts, so after the draw I'll edit it all and we'll see on the map where these puzzles are going, and I'll put the wool on and all sorts of things like that. So what you need to do is, after that Home 1 draw, we'll be moving on to the draw for Home 2. So apply again to get into the Home 2 draw, whether you've won a puzzle or not won a puzzle to go to your house. Make another application to get into the draw, and once again decide, do you think you need to spend any of your chill merit points. I don't know when it'll be happening. It's all down to how long all you guys decide how long the puzzle should stay at each of the homes. But the next video after that will be the Home 1 review, where we show what's happened at the Home 1s and I carry out the Home 2 draw. And again, what you need to do is, again, apply for the Home 3 draw, and again decide whether you want to spend any chill merit points, and it'll just be an ongoing process. All the YouTube videos are released at 1800 hours, 6 PM Greenwich Mean Time, or British Summer Time, whichever is applicable. Well, There's a lot of information there and I apologise for that. I've tried really hard to try and make this thing thorough, and I know it's a little bit deep today, but it's not really as complicated as, it's all just new, so it's not really that complicated. But the beauty of a YouTube video, I suppose, is if you think, well, what were they going on about? You can watch it again, and the second, third time, I might start making some sense. If you're still having a bit of difficulty in sort of getting your head around things, you can still always private message me, or again, like I say, email me at jigsawchillzone@gmail.com. So the next video will be released in a week's time on Christmas Day, and that will be introducing the 5 puzzles. So let me know if you've got any questions. If you'd like, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and for that you will get your chill merit points. I think you get 2 points for subscribing. Let's start doing the things that you need to get your chill merit points. That's what they're there for. The more that you take part in this group, the more chill merit points you get, the more you actually will get out of it. So please remember to make a comment on this video how long each of the puzzles should be staying at the homes. I think I'm going to go for a lie down in a darkened room with a cold flannel on my head. So until next time, I'll see you then. We might as well see them credits again. Au revoir.